just die so quickly.
Is that attacking us? Attacking us?
I hope I got number one.
Today's interview is with AMagicJo, who's got the rocket booster strapped to her and is on the rise. Please check out their content. We're not all whales here, but we do have a special guest. I would also like to say Dotato is back. Welcome back, sir.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we decided, hey, maybe this should be a permanent thing for him. And we have a very special guest here, a guest I did not think we were going to get so quickly. Welcome, AMagicJo. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Good, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. These two are on fire right now. Doe's growing. I think Doe, when you were on here last time, you had what, like 80 or 70 some subscribers?
Yeah. My subscriber count has like pretty much quadrupled
Yeah.
in the last.
Dude, you're doing really good. Like, I was surprised. I looked at your videos and I was like, oh my god, 1.5? What is this guy doing? I was trying to figure it out, but yeah, you're doing really well.
Yeah,
And
I have no idea. I didn't like when I first because I didn't even expect to get into the content creator program, let alone in a week. And then it's like my first video just kind of like went,
dude,
oh, okay.
yeah, it's because
Yeah.
you have some unique content, so that's really cool. And then AMagicJo, when I met you, you were under 1,000. I don't remember exactly where though.
Actually, like the first time when I started the content, I think my my subscriber is just like 352.
Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're basically.
Yeah, so yeah, like the previous one, I just made content for the War of the Vision, and then after that, I just vacuumed for like 2 years and never updated anything on my channel. And then
I've
after
been
that,
there.
I saw these ads. Yeah, I saw these ads about the game. And then after that, oh, I don't know that this game is gonna release soon. And then after that, I was looking for the information like where should I get the client to download and everything. And then after that, oh, the game is not launched yet. And then maybe on July, is it? Oh, June. I think it's June. And then after that, they say that it's going to be like a closed beta really soon. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it. I want to play this game. And then after that, I started to talk to my friend like, I think I'm gonna do my channel again and see what happens on this game. So
Yeah. You're north of 1,000 now. So congratulations.
yeah, thank you.
Congrats.
That was really surprising. Like, oh my god, I couldn't believe that I could achieve that.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
the community is really good. Mhm.
Yeah, it is definitely. Yeah. Congratulations to both your success. When I first started watching Magic Joe, I remember. I think the first video of yours I saw was like low tier healers or low tier something. And I remember I started watching, I'm like, wow, she goes really in depth on all this stuff. And I had no idea these characters could even do this stuff, because at this point, rainbows, rainbows, rainbows. Okay, a yellow unit here, rainbow, rainbow. And then now, as you know, we've been here, what, 2 weeks now in the game? Everyone's like, oh,
Yeah,
look,
everyone.
Ice
I
Priest,
know everyone
Ice
just
Priest, wow.
I
Recruited
think most of
assassin.
it because of the tower.
Who are these bandit people? Oh my god. Actually, the biggest surprise out of all that was the bandit tank guy. I cannot believe how tanky that dude is. Like, every time I see someone go after him, he's just like, block, block, block. And it's just like, dude, this guy's tanking, like, he might be tanking better than Mytha. Like, no joke. Where do you get your video presentation styles from? Because both of you have really unique graphics and presentations.
Maybe the tower first.
Well, I mean, I kind of use Keynote. I'm really new to like really presenting things the way I did. So I literally just like kind of watch a lot of people's videos and kind of like came up with my own. I look at features of Keynote and just like, I'll try that, see if I like it. If I like it, then yeah, that stays. And I just try to keep refining it. With my mascot, the bread, it actually, because I started creating content for fun for COTC, Octopath Traveler. And I mean, over there, I literally just do battle clears. I don't even do voiceovers.
Woohoo.
But like, yeah, it literally, it just like I'm still very, very, very new to all this. My bread. Oh yeah, my bread mascot. It just sort of like because when I first joined the COTC community, I didn't know that Discord exists. I'm that technologically challenged.
Whoa.
I know.
Where am I?
It's like trying to figure out fonts is like rocket science. Yeah, and like I was, and then it asked me to enter a name, and I just happened to be eating potato sourdough, so I just put in a potato sourdough as a name, and then people started calling me Dough, and then I just became Dotato, and then from Dotato, it's like, huh. I was playing around with ChatGPT. It's like, I wonder if I can just create like a bread mascot, and I did, and I'm stuck with it. So
Hey, you stand out with it, so
yeah.
give
Yeah,
you that.
cute.
What about you, MagicJo?
I actually like my design because I am really into magic, even like in real life. So I actually
She's
have
a
my secret card.
witch. Good.
You can't say that, but not really. So yeah, I
Give
mean
me
like
a
I'm
luck
studying.
potion, Joe.
That
I
doesn't
need a luck
work that
potion
way.
for Edda.
I'll send you through Australian Plus, okay?
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean like I really like magic books. Like every game that I play, it has to be has magic on it. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna play it. And I've been really thinking that I just want to make a grimoire, and then after that, I really like games, and why couldn't I just make my YouTube channel a bit of like a grimoire? So that's where that was the design came from, if that makes sense. So I tried to make like all the designs, all the font, and also like the layout, just like a grimoire. So like every time people come to my channel, they just like see like a magic book or any grimoire that they can look, and I just want it to be pretty. So it takes time to do that.
Yeah. No, your presentation's really cool. I could see that what you're saying. Yeah, the grimoire kind of theme around it. And okay, so I should disclose to people. For me, it's 4 a.m. So I kind of force myself back from bed. That's why you see me constantly drinking caffeine right now. So if I have like
Show it.
if I have a dead look in my eye, it's not because I got a magic spell cast on me or some type of weird
No.
ritual or anything like that. It's just I'm tired. That's it.
You're just
But
cosplaying fun.
yeah, and then I found out these two are apparently not super far from each other, so that's cool.
True.
Mm-hmm.
And even I think Falcon is also Australian by the accent, but I don't know.
He is Australian.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vulcan was cool. Vulcan reached out to me and had me on his show with the poor platypus and R&J. We were just talking about R&J. Apparently, Dotato saw him in a commercial, so an actual real live commercial for sort of Convallaria. Yeah, so you know how he is snazzy in his suit. So if you were gonna pick anybody, that's a good choice.
That's true. That's true.
Let me ask MagicJo, since she's the guest, what got you really interested in the lower tier units, and has that always been a thing for you in video games?
Yes, actually. So I basically like play game for free, like free to play player as well. But if I really like the game, I don't mind to spend a little bit on the game. So that's the reason why I always work on my like lower rarity unit, or like even like in every game, like War of the Vision. I just really like this unit. She's like a white mage or something. But sadly she's only like a rare unit. But I just try to work on her, like how can I use these characters just effectively and then still can compete with other people. So that comes from there. And after that, I'm just gonna like, but like, okay, so I just want to clear this up. So in the previous game that I play, it's just not too balanced. So sometimes when you have like higher rarity unit, it's just gonna be too OP. Even you couldn't do anything about it. But then I tried to play this game, the Sword of Convallaria, and then after that I just found out, oh, this is kind of interesting. Like this unit has ability that the rare, like the higher rarity unit that doesn't have. And then I started to theory crafting, and I have a friend too. That's your friend as well. Shout out for Flood DJ 32. And he's been very nice. And then we've been talking, and then we've been trying to theory crafting. Oh, can we do this? And how can we just clear this stage with these units and everything? So yeah, that's just come from there.
Oh yeah, Flood's a funny guy. Like that first week when Tower, I think he got to 5-5, or maybe it was a little earlier. And he was like, "Oh man, I'm trying to push the limits, but I can't figure it out. It's just too hard, blah blah blah." And then like I remember you were in the super secret creator chat over on the official server, and you were like just casually, you're just dropping, "Yeah, I'm on 7-5. Ha ha ha." And so I told him, I'm like, "Yeah, this lady over here, she's on 7-5. What?" Like, yeah, I kind of know her. She might listen to me if you want to talk to her. Yeah, please, please. So I was like, hey, my friend wants
Aw,
to talk to you, and blah, blah, blah. And you were nice, and y'all got together, and I guess you've been theory crafting since then. So,
true.
but he was like so amazed by you. I remember. He's like, 7-5. It
I
was
think it's
pretty
because
awesome.
I had experience as well while playing on the Taiwan server, but I didn't get too high. I think my level in there was like 47. So yeah, I haven't reached the end game content yet, but I just spent my time in here in the global server.
Here's a question for you both. Who is your favorite character in the game right now?
I like. Mm, let's start with epics. I mean, yeah, let's start with epics. Is Papo Ice Priest an epic?
Yeah,
No, rare.
he's
No,
rare.
that's
Yeah.
rare.
That's the rare.
Rare.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's rare. I like Angel as a healer. Sometimes I actually use her over Nana. I do have Nana.
Nana.
Uh, I got her dupe trying to get Gloria's dupe. Like I'm never pulling for dupes ever again.
I
Just
don't know if it's the same in your all's culture, but Nana here means like older than your grandma. So it's like your grandma's mom.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Nana.
So it's just funny, your Nana. Yeah, there was.
Nana. Well, I guess my favorite is like in terms of everything. I mean, I got into the game because of Gloria. A friend of
Ooh.
mine in COTC server posted like an art for Gloria.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll try out that game.
You're in the
I
blondes,
just
huh?
I just love that kind of archetype. I know it's really common in the Japanese anime culture
Oh,
for
like the
John Dark, kind of like Saber
the
from like Fate
yeah.
series and stuff like that.
So like the noble
Um,
lady, like that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the noble lady.
What about you, Joe?
Actually, it's kind of hard question because I have couples. So at
Ooh.
the first time, I like my first love is the KA, like, is it like Fire Conjurer? The one that has like a wizard hat with the staff. That's
There's
like a
a
very
there's a dark light version. There's another version.
no. That's like Fire Mage. So it's like the Fire Conjurer. It's
Okay.
from the area. Yeah, I really like that because it reminds me to my favorite characters, Megumin in Konosuba.
Hmm.
And then after that, I look at Beryl, and it's instantly just become my favorite. And then after that, I look, oh, they have Samantha. I was like, oh, I really like White Mage. Like in every like Final Fantasy series, like I really like White Mage. I even have the robe, like the White Mage robe
Oh
in my
wow.
cupboard. I was like, oh, okay. I think for now it's Samantha.
Future cosplay stream coming up.
Mm.
White Mage.
I'm gonna cosplay Beryl at
Oh, really?
2,500 maybe. I don't
Oh.
know.
You heard it here first. She's about halfway there. A little more, I think. Oh, I love Final Fantasy so much. Favorite game, both of you, not sort of Convallaria.
Okay, I'll go first on this one. My favorite game is League of Legends
Yeah.
and also Final Fantasy Tactics. That's obvious. But yeah, I really like League of Legends because I've been playing it competitively as well in my country. And then after that, I really like one characters in there. If you know Ari,
Yeah, no Ari.
I really love Ari. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Ari's
yeah,
cool.
that's really gets into me. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Doe?
Favorite game? I mean, there's. That's like asking what's your favorite song.
Yeah, I know. I noticed you never have just one answer. You always have like 5.
I mean, I love the Final Fantasy series. Like in terms of, I do like action RPG. I love the Final Fantasy 16. Controversial, I know.
Oh,
It's
get out of
just like,
here. Show's over. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I've never played that one, so I don't know.
I just love the story, and like the English voice acting by Ben Starr is really good. Because usually, like whenever it's like English voice acting, and in in English localization, just isn't that great. But that game in particular.
You spoony bard. Go ahead.
Yes, and there's a hot sit, so I can't. Like the first time I saw him, I was like, "Oh my god, my ovaries!"
Jeez.
It just grew one.
Wow. Yeah, my favorite. I have a favorite Final Fantasy that's never anyone else's favorite. It's Final Fantasy IV, and mainly because at that point in my life, I was going through a lot of hard stuff with my family. And that was the game I would sit down and play to get away from everything. And so nowadays, when people hear 4, they're like, what? It's not 10, it's not 7, it's not 8, it's not 6. And like, I love all those games, but 4 was the one I was with when I was going through this stuff, and I love all those characters in that game. Like, Rosa's like an awesome white mage. Righty is one of the first summoners. Might be the summoner. Kane as a dragoon, Yang as a monk. It was just awesome. Those characters are so good, and all the remakes. They've done like way too many remakes, to be honest, but a lot of them have unique characteristics, which are kind of cool. Like some of them have cinematics. There's a remake for, I think it's PSP or Vita, I forget. That's so good graphically for pixels. It's just my jam.
Like, have you guys ever played Xenogear?
I did.
Yeah, I played that one. Yeah.
I love Xenogear. It's like when I was a kid. I'll tell you, like, oh my god, Ellie!
Yeah, I have a little PTSD from that game because of Mang. You remember fighting her?
Which one?
So she was always running around with, I think it was Dalton was his name, or some guy. He was like Faye's rival the whole game.
Yeah.
And he's always pissed off at Faye, and you're like, dude, I don't even know who the heck you are. And then you find out through the story, oh, I kind of do know who you are. Well, anyway, so he always had this person that she appears to be kind of like his helper the whole time. He's like, oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And then like towards the end of the game, you actually fight her. Oh my god, she's one of the hardest bosses I've ever seen in my life, because it was like every time you hit her, she powers up, right? And at least where I was in the game, if you hit her 4 times, it's over if she's still alive at that point. So you just have to like sit there and like skip turns and save up your power. And I forget exactly how the point system worked, but it took a while to get like your super skill right. And you had to survive all her attacks the whole time. And oh my god, I remember I hit her 4 times and she was just like, that's cute. Blam! Just like demolishes my team. I was like, so yeah, I still remember her to this day. Jeez.
Hardest boss y'all ever fought in any RPG throughout your entire life?
I have to think about that, but it's probably One of the super weapons in Final Fantasy.
Ruby weapon.
Ruby was rough, yeah.
It's like I don't know how to clear this when I was a kid. Now I do. But
It was I forget his name. It wasn't a weapon, but it was in Final Fantasy IX. That
Is it
big.
Ultima Weapon?
No, I remember Ultima was in 7,
I think
right? Yeah.
Ozma. I think his name.
Ozma.
Like it is like a
Ultima?
spear.
He's
kind
like
of
this big globe or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
I
this.
think
I think
Ozma.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
so
like an arc. That's arc.
Arc, okay.
Oh,
That's arc for sure.
You had to attack him a certain way, but if you made yourself immune to a bunch of stuff, he wouldn't waste his time casting like status element magic or anything if you had immunity to it. He would just come with like the pain. So you kind of had to make yourself vulnerable to it. And like Vivi, remember Vivi kind of powers up after a while, but it takes some time.
Yeah.
So Vivi's just sitting there like casting magic and doing his crazy dance thing he does. And
Yeah,
dude,
I
that
really
dude whooped
like
me.
Vivi.
Yeah, Vivi's cool, yeah. But yeah, that thing whooped me so hard. I never went back. So, what about y'all?
Mm, I
Hardest
don't know.
boss.
What was the question again? Sorry, the boss, the hardest boss.
Mhm.
yeah, hardest
Uh,
in RPG.
I need to recall my memory because I played like Massive Battle Online Arena a lot. But I think there's like one boss that is really. I think it was on Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess. I
Yeah.
remember because I was playing it when I was a kid, maybe like when I was 6. And then after that, it's just so hard, and I don't understand English at all. I didn't understand English at all. So I'm just gonna say, should I just do this? I tried. Oh, I failed, and then just load again. It's just like that. It's just pain in the ass. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
We're all adults here.
Well, I was actually, because I know we're all officially sponsored, so I was like trying to be like, oh, I'm an official creator now. I'm not gonna cuss. I'm not gonna talk about content. And then like I see other streams where they're just like bleep 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 bleep, and I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. So whatever, we can get away with it.
Like a sailor bred, so I can swear like a sailor.
There's no rules for your type.
True.
Okay, so specifically with sort of Convallaria and y'all's channels, what do you want your channel to be in the future? Like, what are you aiming for?
Mm.
What are you striving for?
Lucado, you can go first.
I was hoping you would go first.
Look at that. Sly volunteer. Look at
I'll
that.
give you urgent command.
Yeah.
Urgent order.
March command.
Now I'm on like 300 speed with
I
one.
know.
Okay. I mean, at the moment, I do really like translating and not translating. I do like character analysis, and that's why recently I've been doing a lot of like the translations. And I don't just like, well, I do use a lot of translations in my work. I do try to analyze them in the far future, so I try to find future content and like sort of figure out like, okay, what kind of builds can they have. Like, for example, with Alexi, there's like 2 different builds that you can build him, and it needs 2 different sets of skills and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, in the future, I'm not sure what I'm going to be other than a bread. But like I do like making really detailed guide. Not like, I don't necessarily want to say it LIS, sort of like a guide, but it's like so this is what this character can do. I know they're not necessarily tier 0, but like, you know, they might be useful in outer future content in
What? Not tier
PvP and
0?
Tower of Adversity.
I can't watch this channel. Go ahead, sorry.
Tower of Adversity, Tower of Inverse, and you know, that's like far future content. So I mean, like I do want to do some PvP stuff, so maybe in the future I'll cover more PvP when it becomes relevant. But for now, I think I'm gonna focus on the like an in-depth character analysis. You know, I can't wait to get into the test server so I can actually showcase people.
Yeah,
Online.
I like your channel because you always kind of frame it in the storyline sense. So
Yeah.
you start going into the character and their backgrounds and a little bit of their quirks, and then you really get into this is how you build them, these are the types of ways that they act in battle, and I really enjoy that about your channel.
Yeah.
True.
Thank
Yes. Oh, so. Alright. Joe, what about you?
Actually, I built my channel is only just for like community base. So, what I wanna do with my channel is I try to help as many people as possible. That's why I've been making content about like the PvE clearing, or like I've been getting some requests like, can you make this video about these units, or like can you make like because like there's an alert ability in the game, and not most of the people just use that one at the moment. So there's like one request that from my audience as well, like, hey, can you just highlight how to use the alert effectively? And also there's so many things that I got requested from the audience. So what I want in the future is I'm just gonna make something useful for the community. So I hope that it would make the game like longer as well, like last longer, because more people are going to stay and play the game. Yeah, pretty much that's it. I don't have any agenda, but in the future maybe I would like to like make a guides, like a team composition as well, like which characters is good, which one, yeah, just things like that.
Yeah, I think
Ooh. I think we all three of us should do like a one day like not a podcast but like this kind of video but like theory crafting like people or characters
Mm.
together.
that'd be fun. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could do that. Yeah, I think let's see, between you and I think Per Platypus was the only other person I saw using lower tier units fairly early. I think y'all have actually lengthened the life of the game just because most gacha games are very rainbow centric or SSR centric, right? And when you actually basically pulled back the curtain and you were like, hey, these units are really good too, and you can get a lot accomplished, and you don't have to have 5-star rainbows to do everything. A lot of people, that was like telling them, showing them fire for the first time or something like that, like, and
I do learn a lot from watching Joe's video.
yes, I do too. Like,
I'm
I got for Tower last week, I got to, it was either 8 or somewhere in the 8. I got in Tower 8, and I had 1 day left because so I remember I got to 10-1 or 10-2, and I was just like, I am sick and tired of trying to figure all this stuff out right now. I got like 4 hours or whatever it is, 3 hours left. I'm like, I am just gonna go pull up Joe's videos and see how far I can get. And it turned out
I think I saw you streaming your tower grind.
oh yeah, it took me so
Yeah.
long. Jeez.
Yeah.
Cause when you have to figure out everything, it takes a long time when you're doing it live. And because you don't know right away what all the characters can do. So I had no idea, like Fake Al, he could wreck your team if he's within like 6 squares of you and you have like 2 or 3 people right next to him. It's like, what? This dude can do this? I thought it was like a one-hit ability. He's just hitting like 3 people. Like, oh, okay. And then I had like this big master plan, like I was like a 80s villain or a kid show villain, right? And I was like, Mytha's gonna come across that bridge and I'm gonna knock her in. And then like, oh, she's immune to knockback, and then Mytha does her like 5-hit combo and just destroys me. I was just like, all right, let's start over. Like, I remember there was a stage in Final Fantasy X-2. I forget what they called it, but it was like the super secret Uber dungeons, like the bonus stuff. And you kept going deeper and deeper, and the gimmick was 10 floors, no save points. You had to go 10 floors before you could save it, and it got harder every time, and all the enemies had crazy abilities. And one of the enemies, they turn you to stone, right? It was like floor 99 or 89, whatever it is, one of the bosses right before the save point. So they turned me to stone, they totally whooped me. And I remember I was like, I'll be back. I'm gonna have whatever the item is you put on, where it was just like, I'm immune to stone now. So I did that, went back to my save, spent like the almost hour it took to get past all this stuff again. And I go back there, and the dude turns me to stone again because my item just doesn't work on him. Like, he just turns you to stone anyways. He's just like, so I was just like, because it should
I
work,
know that.
and it didn't work because this guy is just immune to everything. So I had to come up with a
Oh,
totally different thing. Like, you know how
last
when a game establishes rules and then it violates the rules just to be like, it's like, jeez.
last week's tower against Savior 9-5. Oh my
Mm.
god. I was just like, I
Oh
can't
yeah.
figure
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot figure this out. I end up copying Joe. It's just like, oh, screw this.
Yeah.
It's like,
But you know what? It was really, really dreadful to finish that one because I've been trying. I think I've been trying like 5 times, trying to figure it out. Like, oh, if I move like this, what the enemy going to move, and then after that, oh, I need to sacrifice my thought. Okay, I'm just gonna knock the knight down, and then after that, let them come to me, and then just pull up like throw everything that I have and then just
Oh,
put it
yeah,
on
I
my
remember that
cooldown.
stage now. That stage was rough.
There's one person that figured it out. So without sacrificing anything, is it Azer or Apsley? So
oh,
it
Azer
was
is amazing tower.
Oh,
mm,
really?
At, at,
Haven't seen him.
oh, I love at level 10. Like, he literally don't equip their like characters at all most of the time. Like,
Nice.
literally no weapon, no equipment. Sometimes you get a Tower Whisper for the effect, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they're all free to play. Because last week I was chasing to finish Tower level 10, and I was I have 3 hours. It's like, and like, it was a busy day as well. It's like, oh well, you know what? I'm just gonna pull up that video.
I remember, what was that? It was either like 7-5 or 6-5, whatever, last week with Mytha and Faco. Um, I thought Flood was crazy because Flood was telling me he had the rogue that has the pull, right? The hook. He's like, yeah, I don't even put gear on my rogues. I just hook them and run away. And I was just like, how's he doing this? And I didn't realize you basically have 2 turns on that map for every character as long as you don't attack. And so I'd see this level 1 rogue run up, and here's like this really awesome enemy. He's just like, yoink! And he's just like, runs away. And I was like, that works. But like, he's level 1? What? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I just know that because he shared it to me as well. I was like, oh, so let me know how you clear the stage. And I was like, oh, I never think that actually that it works.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, that's cool when a game lets you do stuff like that. That's one of the cool things about sort of Convallaria. You can do crazy stuff, and like the only reason I stopped at 10-3 because I did not have the second dodge tank. I don't have blade, and so I was theory crafting with Flood, and he was just like, "Well, take magic tank guy, take him."
Suppression.
Yeah, take him, and you can tank over here. And my suppression could not tank over there, so I was just like, I can't do anything unless I literally go and pull blade right now. And what kind of strategy is that?
Are you guys getting Edda?
I am personally.
I'm
What?
not sure because I don't really have the look side at the moment. She seems cool. Like I tried to play it on the test server. I was like, Oh my god, she's really fun. Could place the box, could throw the barrel, and then after that, she could hide on the like behind the barrel, like behind the box as well. It's so cool. Like, oh my god, I want to get her, but that's okay.
How
Maybe
Her
next
look
fun.
is
time.
very basic.
Yeah,
She
like a
She's
villager.
almost like an NPC.
I think she totally fits your playstyle though, Joe. Like especially since you like magic and she basically amps magic with the wine. I could totally see that in all your videos too. It's just like, oh, here comes Ida and here comes the wine.
Here
There's the
comes the one, and
box.
then
Here's the box.
the barrel just gonna drop the meteor, and then
Yeah,
after that,
yeah,
it's gonna be burning tiles. It's really good, so
yeah.
satisfying.
And then like a million follow-up attacks because your characters all run in and run away like bottle. You know. I think so. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it here. We're shilling. We're shilling for AMagicJo. So
Well,
if you want her
maybe
to have
in a few
Ida,
days'
just
time.
go to her channel, try to get her user ID, and then just send her a 10 pull. See if she can get it. 'Cause,
maybe in a
think
few days'
about
time we'll
think about the
get.
entertainment of the videos, everybody. Think about it.
I know.
Think about it.
I really love throwing barrel and also making some box. It's really cool.
I will actually be
Just
psyched.
feel, just feel like the Fortnite, like building boxes.
I will actually be psyched if you get her. I think that'll be funny. But then I'd be
We'll see Joe with 5-star Edda in a few days.
yeah, but then we have to peer pressure her and be like, you have to use her in these videos. Got
Can you
lucky.
please?
The community demands it, you know.
And also, I think like I saw her kid, right? And then instantly what came to my mind is, oh no, we could clear the level 65 weapon trial 3 now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just so easy, like with the shield
Oh
breaker
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, she has
Oh,
Dispel. She has you put the box down, so she's like tankier. And then she has all the follow-up attacks. Her follow-up attacks would be crazy on that boss
yeah.
too. Yeah, and the all the mobs up here if you need it. Yeah.
That's why it's just like, oh, that's like instant pick if you want to go to the weapon trial 3.
Oh
Just
yeah.
pick Edna.
I agree. Especially the magic damage too for some of the bosses. it's just like it's funny for me to think of throwing like a barrel of wine at like this big hulking mass. It's just like, here comes barrel.
Remember, that is an instant skill, so she still could attack.
Yeah, that's crazy. She can put down the box, she can do the wine, and then you can do whatever you want with her after that. It's nuts.
I know.
Her,
It's not fair.
did you see her it's either her rank 11 or rank 9 what her auto becomes?
Yes, so there's like a dispel attack and also like a critical kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
critical damage, I guess.
Yeah, it pretty much her auto's always gonna crit, and then she has another skill where before she attacks, there's a 50% chance of a defense break, 50%. Or is it 40%
Yeah,
actually?
the
40%.
same like Outlaw Guard, so she's gonna
Yeah.
be really good. She's gonna be
Jeez.
really good.
She's
And you know
dynamic.
what? I just test one thing when I was in the test server. So you note her assist attack, right? It's like okay, so after you attack, like every time she attacks, if you use the meteor, I think that's meteor blind bow. It's the one that's gonna give you the buff.
Oh yeah, meteor line, yes.
Yeah, it could proc. So every
Yeah.
time she does the assist attack, it will just like stacking all the debuff to the enemies. That is really great.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like recommending meteor line because when I was looking at the recommendations, I looked at everything and considered a lot of like based on her kit of I think meteor line is her best.
Here at Wuthering Wells, we recommend well hunting bow because you can stack that infection as fast as you want. Especially if you
That is not true.
Go ahead.
That is not true. Because because I read the description of the item, right? So the well said it's at when you do like active single attack, that's when you get the stack. But if it's like an assist because it's not like on your turn, so it will not give the stack.
So here at Wuthering Wells, since we're on brand, we recommend the whale hunting bow. No, I'm kidding.
Because whales kill whales.
I was just trying to make a connection, and Joe went and ruined it. So there we go. No, but
But
like
I'm
seriously,
just
she's so
really
dynamic. I
excited.
can see her in a bunch of roles. It's crazy. Just support role, setup role. She could probably even do damage too, even though there's obviously better damage characters out there. But if you really want to focus her as a damage, you could.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
She's
it's pretty
so good.
crazy. So there you
Yeah.
have it. What about you, Doe? You pulling on her?
I am pulling. I am assigning 81 summons for her, just because my hidden pity is at 81, unless I hit an SSR before that. I mean, I'm praying that I would get her in 20, like I did Nungle.
Oh, that was so cool. Yeah. Your greatest video
that
too,
was
apparently.
It was so funny because I was trying to demonstrate hidden pity, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I like how your video premise failed, but you still got 16,000 views. It was like, look at this guy.
Because I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna demonstrate hidden pity, and like, it's because it was gonna be like on my 40th pull, and that would trigger hidden pity. So by the second time I did my second multi, I was like, oh, well, I can't demonstrate it anymore. And I was so lost for words, and I had such a delayed reaction. I started giggling at the end of the video.
Excellent.
My friends in the other server is like, bro, you're like giggling at the end. It's like, I know. It's like your reaction was super delayed. It's like, I know.
I think I was one of your first viewers to that video, and I remember thinking, well, that wrecks that. Like, oh, okay, but he got her though. Okay, and then clicked it off. But that's still really good considering where you were. Oh, I forgot my rant. Okay, so give me like 2 minutes. So, all of you whales out there, Wuthering Whales was supposed to be a show where whales came on and kind of detailed to us their processes for not only Sword of Convallaria, but I wanted to hear all your crazy stories of all like the browser games and the weird offshoot games and all this other stuff that you spent money on. And I had 6 of you promise me, oh yeah, oh after I play the game a couple weeks, sure, I'll come on Wuthering Whales, and no one did. So here's how this is gonna go. Because I worked so hard on that intro. So that's why this show is still Wuthering Whales too. And if any of you whales want to come on in the future, we'll bring it back. But probably the way it stands right now, we are talking about maybe starting some other show. Hopefully.
The Show Dojo.
Show Dojo. I'm sure y'all can figure out where that comes from. But so both of these fine creators are very good at their presentation skills. I don't know what just happened. I have amnesia the last 5 minutes. If anyone was trying to send me a message or threatening me, too bad. But anyways, no, I had some type of computer issue and possibly karma. So anyways, we'll just drop what I was talking about last time. And
Someone, a recruited assassin with a
I
whale.
love whales. Whales are so great. Oh my god, they're great. Great people. Great porpoises, great mammals. Anyways, so potato sourdough, you got something going on your channel you wanted to mention, right?
Yes. So I have the bread roll raffle going on at the moment. So so for anyone who comments on my channel and watch my video and like and subscribe, they have a chance to win an amount of astral gems that is equivalent to the 10 Secret Fates monthly bundle pack. I just want to give back to the community because like I did not expect my views to have the views that I had, like with my sub count. I just one day just woke up to it and like, oh my god, how did that get there? So yeah, I just wanted to give back to the community, and I think it's a fun way to do that.
So, okay, so your prize is you go on your channel and you comment and you put in your user ID, right?
Yeah, your in-game name. The reason why I need their in-game name is to make sure that I'm delivering the prize to the right account, just because it's the internet. It's
I
like,
need your in-game name.
and also Discord name, so I can actually contact them.
So we're winding down here. Is there anything else either of you want to say before we do outros? Anything at all?
I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
Oh, Joe, at least say please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shill. Can she do it?
I don't.
Will it blend? Let's go.
Say
I
it, Joe.
never.
Like and
I never
subscribe.
do that. I never do that
Yeah,
even
now that
on
I'm
my.
thinking about it, I don't think you do, huh?
Nah. So because like I was kind of thinking like this. Okay, so maybe the way that I'm thinking is a bit different than other people. I was like, oh, if they like my content, they might subscribe to my channel or give it a like. I don't really have to remind them or like to push them to subscribe and also like my content. I mean, like, I just want something genuine from the community as well. So I know if someone, like, if
Oh.
people like my content or not. Sometimes I could see like some dislike on the content as well. I was like, what did I do wrong? But yeah, nah, I couldn't do that. Sorry.
Okay. There you go. So, she's too good to shill, so
Please
there.
like and subscribe when you like Joe,
There you
please.
go. What about you, Doe?
Um,
Now, Doe is a shill. He'll do it.
what to expect from my channel? I mean,
We're
at the
barely
moment,
making it out here. Only you can save us. But
well, I'm currently working on a lot of translation and like in-depth guides for a lot of the characters, a lot of the upcoming characters. I would love to do like all the characters that's already been released, but literally there's like over 20 of them, and each translation and each video is taking me about 5 hours on average.
Ooh.
So it's like um for 10-minute video. So like I do have some time constraints. So at the moment I think you can expect in-depth guides for each upcoming characters. I when I do get access to the test server, I do want to be able to showcase them, and if possible to actually build different builds so I can show them how, for example, Alexi would work with his invincible counterattack build.
At potato sourdough, I remember this time.
Oh yes.
Because the last video, I'm used to calling you Doe Dio. So I was calling you Doe Dio the whole time, and then you were like, I'm Dotato. My potato sourdough is my channel name. And I was just like, that's nothing like your chat name. What happened?
It's because my chat name is Dotato. But I have a tendency to like, so there was a character named Odio from what's that game called again? Live Alive.
Oh, Live Alive, yeah.
Yeah, Live Alive.
I never played that. I always heard that was really good. Never played that.
I played that. I played the remake. It's really good.
Yeah, sure.
And it's really short as well. You can easily complete it in like 48 hours. COTC had a collab with them, and I pulled the character, and sometimes I changed my name to like to in reference to the character, so it became Dodio.
Okay.
If you've noticed, like in the main chord for sort of Convallaria, my name is Doria because of Gloria.
Maria.
Yes.
You gonna put the armor on? What's up?
Well, I had
Get blonde hair. Let's go.
True. I mean, the thing about the dough, you can just like shape them as you want. You can just make anything as you want. So
Yeah,
that's your specialty, I guess.
yes. I made a barrel dough.
A barrel.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had a bread with a wand and like a witch hat.
Dude, to be honest, that's a gimmick thing you should do. Like for every character that comes out, kind of remake your dough into their character style. That's what I would
It's
do if I
really
was you.
cute.
Yeah.
That is really cute. That is
Yeah,
really
I mean,
cute.
you could still have the same dough. You just change your hat and your gear or whatever.
Well,
That'd be
I'm
fun.
working on Simona next time. I don't know how I'm gonna do that with the picture.
I don't
He
know.
was just like, make a bread picture
You could be French bread. French bread.
with
Do it. Let's go.
with Elsa. Back, I have no idea.
Baguette deal. Baguette deal. So here's what we're gonna do. Favorite anime, and don't be naming like 20 animes. Favorite anime. Let's do it.
Oh,
And I will start
Joe
off
can
for once.
start now.
I will start off. Long time ago. Rurouni Kenshin. Let's see.
Oh, okay. I remember
The
that.
OAVs. There were 4 episodes. Those are my absolute favorite anime of all time.
It's kind of hard because I really like anime actually. So there's a couple things, but if it's come down to one, I think I prefer Konosuba at the moment because they're so funny. I don't know. I really like the characters a lot, especially Megumin and also Aqua.
I've
I don't
heard.
know. I just love all the characters,
I've heard of Aqua.
and yeah,
I never seen it. But
she's
yeah.
annoying. But uh, well, oh, if like before Konosuba, my favorite one is Hunter x Hunter.
That's a good one.
This is really good anime, yeah. But now it's just Konosuba. So good, so good.
I sense an otaku here. Okay.
No,
What about you, Do?
As you guys were talking, I actually have Sailor Moon's theme song playing, ringing in my mind.
Oh.
It was like da 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 da.
Go ahead.
Because I was just like, oh my god, all I can think about is Sailor Moon. I don't know why.
That's your favorite?
It's like I do.
Hey,
I just
no
want that-
shame. No shame if that's your favorite.
no
Do it.
shame.
There
That's
you go.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
probably
no
because
shame.
when I was a kid, I really loved Sailor Moon.
Really?
I remember when I was a kid, like it's always Doraemon and then Sailor Moon.
Doraemon.
And
Sailor Moon and Crayon Shinchan.
yeah, and then like Dragon Ball. I always skip Dragon Ball for some reason, but I never skip Sailor Moon.
Oh man.
So old school one, I would say Sailor Moon. I do like Doraemon, but I would say Sailor Moon. Recent ones, I really like Fate Unlimited Stay Night. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Right there.
Yeah. I didn't like the other ones. I would say I do like the Unlimited Blade Works.
I don't know if that's a particular one I saw, but I remember I watched the fighting animation one of the Fate Night Stays. They have some amazing animation for like spell casting and powers and stuff. It was pretty crazy. I was like, whoa, these
Like,
guys really throw down. Like they ain't messing around.
Their battles is just insane.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Speaking on Sailor Moon, when I was, God, how old was I? I was probably like 11 or 7 or something like that. Sailor Moon used to come on, and I live in the U.S., West Coast. Sailor Moon would come on, what was that, like 2 or 3, like almost right when I got home from school. And so what I would do is I would come home. There was another show on. I would watch that show. I forget what it was, but it was like the Koalas, I think it used to be called. But it was like an actual anime, and I didn't know it was anime. It was like old school, like 80s, 70s anime. And so I'm watching, and then Sailor Moon would come on, and then, like I'd always watch the theme song, and I just turn it off every time. But I always had the theme song in my head, like. And then so like years later in 2014, I was working at a bank, and I was sitting next to a lady that was like a professional cosplayer. And her absolute favorite anime was Sailor Moon, so I heard about Sailor Moon all the time. Halloween, she dressed up as Mercury. I think was it Mercury? I forget,
Mercury.
and she was like professional, like really good, like really. She couldn't wear the short skirt because it was a bank, but everything else she had it like fully on. And so I remember one time because she told me about an episode. I was like, oh, okay, it sounds interesting. I'll go watch it. Dude, I go and watch this episode. I always thought Sailor Moon was like, like cutesy girl, tuxedo mask, romance guy, throwing roses everywhere, doing poses. Dude, they took, I forget which one it was. It was either Mercury or Venus. And they were like these bad guys, right? And they warp in. They take her like by the hair and they're like drag her into like this I don't know if it was like a trap or a mirror or something like that. And they're like just zapping her with like this power and she's giving like this scream. And I'm sitting there like, this is Sailor Moon? I thought it was like a little kid show. And it's just like they're like beating the hell out of her. And I was like, whoa. It's like, and of course she gets up and she whoops all of them eventually, but I was just like, oh my god. Like this whole time I thought it was just like, yay, moon prism power.
Yeah, because I really like the magical, because I mean that Sailor Moon basically belongs to the magical girl genre.
Yeah.
Like I never really liked that genre except for Sailor Moon for some reason.
Oh really? Yeah.
I don't know why. I tried
I think
watching.
because it's so original. Like the first one you saw, like the magic girl kind of thingy. Maybe it was Sailor Moon, so it's just stay on your mind. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably why. Please like and subscribe for AMagicJo.
AMagicJo.
Since
she's never gonna pump herself. What projects are y'all working on for sort of Convallaria? What are y'all doing?
At the moment, I'm still gonna try to finish all the tarot residual kind of thing. So what I wanna do is I try to make like maybe a video for every level and every stage of like the trial. So I hope that it could help some people. I think for now, what's people are struggling is level 55 at the moment. So I try to make that video first, and then after that, maybe I'm going to start to highlight some the legendary unit, or like maybe a team comp, or maybe like a very niche build for like some low rarity unit that can use for PvP or clash. Yeah, just that stuff
What?
kind of thing.
Joe doesn't do niche builds. Get out of here.
Well,
I use Castalia a lot. So.
well, actually, because of your video, I use 6 Castalias on Barrel.
Dude, yeah. Okay, so there was, I think that, what video was it? There was a video, it was 9.5. 9.5 from last week. You had Barrel running through the fire and doing a bunch of stuff. And I had never gotten Barrel's fire immunity. So I was just like, how come my Barrel can't go that far? I was just like, oh my god, I have to get this skill. And I have spent so many Castilians on like lower units now. Mostly because of you. Mostly because of you. So I was just like, you really need this skill.
It's worth it.
Yeah, but I got like 2 left now, and I'm just sitting there like, jeez. But oh well.
Well, Joe is making the company some profit, so
definitely
from me.
Developer, you should give me more Samantha. That's just my request. Just give me more Samantha. I just want to 5-star her. That's it. Yeah, because I tried to pull and all I got is just Dantalion. So I have like I tried some pull and then I pulled 3 Dantalion, but no Samantha. I was like,
Dantalion.
Dantalion. No, I hate him.
You don't like him?
Sorry.
Why not? He has good debuffs. What's the problem?
He does, but I just want Samantha. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I want.
Get out of here, Dantalion.
You're actually the first person. It's really cool that you're the first person I've heard who wants Samantha over Dantalion.
Yeah, even like I tried to talk to the developer, so I talked to this admin on Discord as well. Like, oh, I think there's something bug with the Samantha trait because she's supposed to heal every time your team got injured or like dying, but it didn't work that way. It's on progress though. I hope that they fix it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, that is going to do it for Wuthering Wills 2, potentially the last one. But there we go. But we might be back in some other form, some other permutation, who knows. We'll all rename ourselves Bandit, Bandit Joe, Bandit Doctor, Bandit Doe. So that is going to be it. Say bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you next time.
See you next time.